Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. Now y'all know it is, I hope you know, well it is Friday, which means it is payday and it's time for another bi-weekly budget update. Now this is a very, I guess, special budget video for this pay period because this is I guess maybe it just depends on how I get paid. This is my final paycheck, but this is my final Friday with my current employer. I will be finishing out the week next week, or the resignation period next week, and next Friday is actually July 4th, so we'll be off. It's a paid holiday, so and I obviously won't be getting paid next week, but so when you see me again, I will have officially finished out my role with this current employer, and we'll be on vacation and getting ready to start my new role. So I'm excited. But this is also, the numbers this week are really good, and I made another car payment, so which I'll talk about more in depth tomorrow in my car loan payoff journey playlist video. But today I wanted to share with you guys my new numbers for my 401k, my Roth, and all of that good stuff. So as you guys know, this is my budgeting book, my current one, and I've already updated this, but I do have my numbers here on my sticky note, or my little notepad thingy. So anyway, let's jump right into the numbers, y'all. I am so grateful. I'm so excited. If you haven't already, check out yesterday's video where I shared what I received from my final teaching or extra paycheck video. So check that out. Let me know what you think. I am officially done with side hustling. I have one more extra paycheck that's gonna come from a couple of private sessions that I did, but the final payout will be like July 10th. So, but after that, it'll just be strictly from this, and then soon, hopefully, prayerfully, from YouTube, and then other streams of income that I get, which I don't talk about because they're more like business income, and so I don't count that in this. But anyway, so let's get straight into the numbers. So I told you guys I have one more week left for my current job. Let's see, 401k1. So again, I'm going to combine both 401ks after I wrap up with my current employer. So, but my 401k1 is from my previous employer, which I'm actually returning back to in a couple weeks. So yeah, 401k1 is up, y'all. Like, I was so excited to see that number last night. The current balance is $28,062.70. So I'm like, okay, I love this. I love when the market is performing well. That's always really good. My 401k2 balance, so obviously I got paid today, so the contribution will go in, but before the contribution, it was at $793.90. But with the $150 contribution that I put in every pay period, it's going to be at $943.90. Now my goal is to reach $1,000 invested in this 401k before I leave. So technically there's no reason why I shouldn't hit that number. From like basically when I get paid again, my final paycheck, that should definitely exceed the 1,000. And then my goal is to roll that into my 401k1. So then I'll just have one 401k, okay? Now, finally, I do have a Roth, and you guys been following that journey. Finally maxed that out for the second time this year. If you are interested in that, just scroll up in the playlist and you'll see. So my Roth is sitting at $15,116.81. That feels amazing because technically I've only contributed $14,000. So anything over $14,000 is literally growth over the past 17 months essentially, because I maxed out early this year. So $1,116.81 is just growth. That's amazing, y'all, like literally. So technically if I wanted to, I could just pull it out and I would still have hit my goal. So, but I'm not doing that. But still, like, that is amazing to me. Now I do have an idea what I might end up doing with my Roth. I'm considering something. I am meeting with my realtor today after work, and we're going to discuss some goals that I have. I'm either considering, like, I definitely want to buy a second home in the city of where I'm at right now in North Carolina, and possibly turn this into a rental. But I also am interested in having an investment property. So I hope that makes sense. Like, I definitely want an investment property, which this could become. And I definitely want a second home, like a bigger home that's like more land gated, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I want to do yet. I do have to stay closer to this area for now because my new job is like 20 minutes from here. And if I move closer to the city, it'll be like 45-minute drive. So I'm not doing that. So I definitely have at least a year or two where I need to stay put essentially. But in the meantime, my question becomes, do I go ahead and purchase an investment property, or should I just like maybe save up for my second home? I don't know. So I do know that like if worst came, if I wasn't able to save exactly what I needed, because I do want to put at least 20% down, then I could pull from Roth. And I know that like technically like the equity that I would have in my new home or in my investment property would exceed whatever I'm putting into from my Roth, if that makes sense. But I don't know, let me know what you think. Like, would you use your Roth funds as a down payment for investment property, or would you think it's better to save for that investment property, or maybe a combination of both? Like, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm very curious. But I do want to purchase a property, and I feel like the urge. That's why I was like, I need to meet with my realtor and kind of like brainstorm some ideas and kind of see what's going on in the market right now and put a timeline. I know that in August I can officially rent out this property per HOA. So that lets me know, like, obviously I can't do anything right now, but in a couple of months I can make some moves. But we'll see. Anyway, total invested as of today is $44,123.41. Now that feels so amazing because we're finally over the 43,000 hump. And I think for this month, my goal was just 43,000, just to exceed 43,000. So again, I'm definitely way over that. So that feels really good. But the most important part of this is you guys know that my goal is to reach or exceed $50,000 total invested this year, by the end of this year, so December 31st. So if I look at that total invested number, that means that I have $5,876.59 remaining to reach $50,000 total invested. Now, of course, I know that the market is up and down. So, I mean, I can get to the end of the year and like there's something that happened. Trump's gonna say something about some tariffs. Y'all know how he is. And next thing I know, I'm down 500. So I'm like at 49,000, whatever. So I'm not gonna be like a stickler about it, but like the goal is to get as close to 50K as possible, so that at the end of the day, it's really about making sure that I have enough time and opportunity, whatever, I guess, to reach the 100K by the end of next year. So I want to try to like front load this as much as possible, if that makes sense. I want to have at least half of it done by the end of this year. And then savings, my freedom fund, I just kind of give you guys an update. I haven't taken anything out of that. That's still sitting at a little over 6,000. So that's just sitting there growing. It's at the end of the month, so I should be getting an interest payment. That's ranging about $18, $19 a month. And so I just let that sit there. I was thinking about pulling the interest out and like putting it into another account and let that grow and be for something else. But really, it's better just to like let the new amount earn interest, right? So if I had $6,100 in there, that $6,100 will be getting the interest versus the $6,000. So I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. And then I just paid my bills. So it's time for me to renew one of my clinical license. That's $150. I have money set aside for gas and food. It's time for my trash service, renew that, pay that for the next 3 months. I'm actually next year, I'm gonna be paying that in just one full payment for the whole year. My goal is to actually do that with a lot of my, at least 4 or 5 of my bills, like my car insurance, my HOA, trash, like all those things. Instead of like auto pay, the next best thing for me, and something that was always a goal for me, is to be able to pay certain things in like for the full year. Like my my cell phone service. I'm with Mint Mobile. You have I think there's a link in my description, but like if you want to sign up, whatever. But Mint Mobile, you can pay for the whole year, right? And I think all phone services, I think you do that. I'm not sure, but you can pay the whole year. And then guess what? You know where that. So like I said, trash, my cell phone, my car insurance, and there's a couple other things I want to just try to pay off for the whole year. Or if not, like average up what is normally the amount monthly and just kind of have that sitting in an account, my spending account. So that's the goal. I might not do it with all of them next year, but like definitely by 2027, 2028, I want to have all my bills like already front loaded at the beginning of the year. And then, but that's the thing you can do when you pay off your debt and all you have is just your monthly regular expenses. You can just really start paying those things off in like the first month or two of the year, and everything else you're earning is yours. Like, and I know that sounds easier, I get it, but what I'm saying is when you don't have debt, you have more money freed up to do those things. So and then last but not least, I paid my car loan, which I will disclose that amount tomorrow in my car loan payoff journey. That felt really good to make that payment. I will tell you, it's not as much as my last payment. My last payment was $3,000. I was not able to pay that amount this month, which I wanted to. But again, if you watch my last video from yesterday, I talked about my teaching paycheck and see how much I earned on that teaching paycheck, and you'll see that's why I wasn't able to make the full $3,000. But that just because I made a sacrifice. Like either I was gonna teach all these classes and be exhausted, or make the sacrifice and say, you know, I just have to make a lower payment. But it also brings me to, well, no, I'm not gonna talk about that today. I'll talk about that tomorrow in the car loan payment video. So make sure you watch tomorrow's video. Y'all, we've been on this journey together. Paying off my car is a huge milestone for me. I'm so excited, and so I just appreciate you being here with me. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I feel like, you know, me being able to share this with you guys like so openly, like I'm being held accountable. Like if I don't do this, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't tell y'all I was doing this, then it'd be easy to back out. But now that I told y'all I'm doing this, like I can't back out. You know what I'm saying? So, cause baby, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, it's gonna feel good. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. But anyway, that is all I have for this video. I hope that you like this video. If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share. Again, I'm definitely interested in know what you guys think about the real estate opportunity or plan, or any strategies that you've used to make purchase your first investment property, things like that. Just let me know. I'm very curious to know. And let me know if there's any struggles that you're having, if you want to share those, or any wins and celebrations. Definitely feel free to share those as well. And again, just a sincere thank you to everyone who watches these videos. I am so grateful, so appreciative. My channel is growing, and to me, it feels good to know that my channel is growing off the strength of, I'm talking about personal finance. I'm talking about, you know, my life as a single mom, a young Black woman who is trying and working toward financial freedom and time freedom, generational wealth. I'm not on here twerking and nothing like that. No, just to nobody else, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that my channel is growing based off of that feels really good to me, because I know that this means I stand for something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on here doing no skits and nothing like that. And you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I might do something like that in the future. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I am a producer, but that you guys are here to support me on this, like this, that's amazing to me. I love it. So hopefully this motivates you guys, and because it's not all about me, hopefully this is motivational for you as well. All right, that's it for this video. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, see you guys later. Bye.